evening to you. I'm so glad that you could join me today for a special occasion. Tonight we're going to be celebrating Her Royal Highness, the Queen Elizabeth. So tonight I've decided to do some stamping for you, and I'm going to attempt to do some stamping for a beautiful Union Jack flag for you tonight. So without further ado, I'm going to turn one's camera around to see what one has on her desk. Thank you. This is the end of the broadcast for now. Good evening, and thank you so much for joining me. This is Esther at Stampin Star Creations on behalf of the Queen. Now, I'm probably going to have to take my lovely tablecloth off because I can't cope. I even put roses in just for a little bit of desk action. There we go. But they're going to be moved as well because I can see the water going everywhere. And we're going to be sensible now. So there we go. That's our little shot, starter shot. And now I'm just going to clear my table. Back to normal for a second while I get myself reorganised. Hello and good evening. Nice to see you. It is Tuesday. It's Tuesday evening and I've done some planning, as you can see. So let's get ourselves sorted. Queue up on my other device. Have I entered a parallel universe? Says Sally Joe. Oh, Joe, you've come to the right place, my lovely. I was trying to perfect one's voice before one came on, but it didn't quite work. So I think one needs more practice. Lovely to see you all. Right, we'll do one's register and then we will get started with today's project. So let's see if I can do it in Queen's voice. So we've got Valerie, good evening, and hello, Deborah, Joanna, Ellie, Deborah, Janice, I've said Deborah about 10 times, Anne, Shaz, Cindy, Claire, Sally Jo, Monica, Glenor, Judy, and John. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's get started. So I've already gone ahead and masked out with some post-it notes the Union Jack on a sheet of A5 cardstock, and I've got a reference in front of me here. You probably spotted that earlier. So I didn't realise with the Union Jack flag that where these red lines come in it, I assumed they were all central, but they're not. So isn't it interesting that all your life you think that something is one way and then you discover however many years later that's not the case? Did anybody else notice that, or was it just me? So the Union Jack flag is made up of 3 country flags, being Scotland, the UK and Ireland. I don't know if the Welsh flag comes in it at all, but there we go. I've noticed that before. It gets on my nerves, says Ellie. Well, it now gets on my nerves. So why have I used post-it note and not masking paper? I tried the masking paper, and for whatever reason, it was ripping my paper. That's the honest truth. So it might be better on different kind of card and paper. It might be better when it's die cut, but for whatever reason, it was ripping my paper. So, and these strips I've got here are a bit longer. So what I wanted to do is fill these gaps in colour, obviously, but maybe use some floral stamp sets and some different colours to fill it in. Now, I really like the idea of Starry Sky featuring as my blue, and I think we'll go for real red. So this, when I pull these strips back, these would be the remaining white pieces. So I thought if I could get maybe some smallish florals. Let's try to look to see what I've got. I might add some stitching as well. I like the idea of that, and I might use Artistically Inked to lay down some initial colour. I'm just going to grab out some stamp sets and see what happens. Trying to pick ones which have got smaller images in them. Okay, so there's quite a few that I've now dragged out, and quite like the idea of the bees featuring one of them. They could all be different, they don't have to be the same. I believe it does. It's in clouded in Great British, which is England, Scotland, Irish, and Wales. So it must be. The Welsh flag must be in there somewhere. There we go. Okay, I'm going to start with laying down a bit of a background colour. So welcome if you're new to my channel. I'm just having a silly moment. Been a bit fun. And we're going to do something because it's not every year the Queen has a platinum jubilee. I hope I'm coming through nice and clear. That's better. So 70 years on the throne. Amazing. I need to get my sheet so I know what I'm doing. Okay, I'm going to go big and bold. I'm going to start up on this edge here. I'm just going to lay down the colour carefully because I don't want it to spill over after all my careful masking. Excuse me. I've run on and I needed a drink of water, so I've grabbed one quickly. But then I'm wondering if these bees will show up if I stamp them in here. It might not. It might. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's cool. So you get this kind of image that's there, but it's kind of, you've got to look closely to see what it is. Okay, one down. How many to go? I'm not sure if I want to use that stamp in all of them, but it lays down a bit of colour for me, so let's see. So is anybody doing anything to celebrate the Queen's Jubilee? Let's go in with some leaves. It's nice with occasions like this. I think you look into things more and you hear more about the Queen, and I mean just the fact that she's like constantly, like, I don't know, in the limelight. She's never far from a camera, and that's, you know, a lot of her life has been like that, which is quite crazy really. Okay, I'm going to stop there. Oh, I've gone over ever so slightly. So that's blue, that's blue. These are blue. You can see me running out of blocks very swiftly. Oh, Sally Jo's having a barbecue. Thank you, Vicky, for putting in my info. And the other thing we could do is get a blending brush. I'm just going to pick up this colour off my stamps. Off my stamps. Pick up one's colour off the stamps. And then, now somewhere there needs to be a red, so I need to take that back. But we'll sort that out afterwards. There's a bit of moving about that we need to do. Okay. Let's change the stamp, shall we? Let's give that a little wipe. Have a little drinkage. Oh, that's exciting, Anne. Anne's mother was born the same day. Oh, sorry, was born on the same day and year as the Queen. Oh, wow. Let's come over here. Oh, there's bound to be smudges. I mean, come on, Esther's involved. You've got to have an Esther smudge. Oh, there she goes again. Never mind. This is handmade, everybody. I'm not gonna fret too much. quite liking the leaves to fill out the... And in the blue corner, so I thought I could just use this as decoration. I've got a few Union Jack things, but it's nice to have something handmade. Put it in my window or something. So the main thing with this is actually just masking it all off. But I wonder, I like this blue. It's a nice royal blue for one's special occasion. Okay, let's keep going, shall we, with... I'm regretting the bees now, but never mind, let's keep going. What have we here? I think I'll leave the floral, maybe just stick to leaves for the blue bit. One must adapt. So, oh, Ellie's busy placing a large order. That's because we got to see the new catalogue. So let me get back into business mode. Back to business, folks. The January to June has got a sale on as from tonight. So the catalogue, you've still got a month with those lovely products, but the things are going on sale tonight. So if you'd like anything from that sale, I'll be ordering tomorrow. What I should have done is the bees there. Should try again with the bees. And the new catalogue with the celebration is going to be available to customers from July. So yes, the mini catalogue is going on sale as from tomorrow. How much is the planner pack, Vicky? So in the new catalogue, the sign-up offer, you get a planner. That's what Janice is referring to. And as demonstrators, hopefully to order said planner pack, because I'd rather got one's eye on that one. So I'm hoping that will be available to demos, because I heard it is. I heard it's available to demos. It's rather exciting. Really like the look of it. Aired out, one's gone over. Oh well, we're getting there, folks. So we've got a bit of a collage. Welcome, Lisa. Nice to see you. Okay. So we're all done with our blue. Now we shall introduce our red. For this, I'm using real red. This is nice and long, so I could do some nice long shapes with this. Hello, Janine. How lovely to see you. Okay, let's try this in. Oh, is this going to work without smudging anything? No, I couldn't see anything about us ordering the planner on the Stampin Up website either, Ellie. So I'm hoping it's the case. Somebody in the know will have to let us know. Oh yes, that's right. I have done that right. So those are red also. Hopefully I've marked this right. So I was going to try and do this on a smaller scale, but yeah, it's just not happening. If you go too small, you're making life even harder for yourself. So I thought I'd make a big one, but not a gigantic one. Maybe I should have put the blending down first. perhaps. I feel like I'm gonna got a boo-boo somewhere, but it's because it's got the yellow masking on it. It's so difficult to tell at the moment. Okay, and then let's add a few. Actually, let's go bigger. Let's go stitching. I quite like the idea of some stitching. That's not long enough. Now, you're probably wondering why I'm putting it on as a diagonal, because if you've got a long, thin stamp like this, and you've put it in the centre like this, and you come to stamp, you're more likely for it to slip and rock, and then you'll get ink from the stamp where you don't want it onto your project. Whereas if you do it on a diagonal, it's kind of balancing itself out a bit, and hopefully there'll be a little bit less rockage and a bit more movement. Now, I saw a tip, I can't remember if this was from Janice. Janice, you'll have to let me know if it's you. But they put some blank stamps on either side to level it out. So after you ink that up, then it just gives you a good buffer, I guess, for when you come to do your stamping. Well, we've now been joined by Navarana. Welcome, Navarana. I really like this. Quite patriotic, says Judy. Good, I'm glad. I just thought it's fun to do something a little bit different. Okay, so you can't see a whole lot of the stitching, but it's there. It's all about the detail, remember. Difference in the detail, like my tagline says. How are you feeling, Navarana? Last time I spoke to you, and sadly we've got a few of our lovely crafty members who are at the moment. So remember them in your thoughts and prayers. It wasn't Janice, but it wasn't me, darling, but that is a good tip. I'm sure it's Janice. Oh well. Take credit, Janice, take credit. Thank you for your honesty, Janice. It's very good of you. Okay, I quite like that stitching. Good-o. Right, let's have a think how we're gonna. I quite like the idea of maybe filling those bits with florals. So I'm gonna use, if I can find it, there you are. Let's use florals from, this is from the Honeybee Home stamp set. Oh, totally in my hurry to get on, forgot to mention I've hit my 5,000 subscribers. So thank you so much, particularly if you've recently subscribed, because my numbers have hit the mark. And once again, I bring myself to thank you for your continued love and support, and just being here and your presence on my channel. Some of you week by week, some of you replay, some of you are very consistent in your love and support, and your monetary giving, and in your super chats, and in your comments, and in your likes. And I must admit, I don't always get around to replying to every single comment like I would, because I'd have a third job in that case. But yeah, I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. And here's to the next 5,000, eh? But yeah, it happened kind of fairly steadily because I was keeping an eye on it. And then on Saturday, I think I went in and then I refreshed and it suddenly went up to 5,000, which was quite funny. So I was like, I don't think I've even got 5,000 friends on Facebook. So there we are. Okay. This is going to be the interesting bit. Oh, exactly, Janine. Thank you. Not enough hours in the day to reply to all. So I try and go in and give like a little heart at least. And then sometimes I just miss comments. So please forgive me. Please don't take it personally. And please still keep commenting. Okay, so A5 sheet, just to give you perspective. It's just a bit, I've got to sneeze. Excuse me. I was trying to give you perspective. It's just a bit bigger than our stamp set. Okay, so I might turn it into like a, wow, look at the back. That's amazing that I've actually kept that clean. Okay, here goes. Here goes. Oh. Sally Joe, well done, Esther. So are you sending me the wreath you made me last week? I am. I do have to do a giveaway. So I did make a wreath last week. Where have I put it? I think I stashed it away. So maybe after this, I'll do a giveaway straight after. So and explain that. Okay. Oh, Lorraine and Cindy have been sneezing. It must be contagious. A royal right sneeze. Absolutely, Shaz. Okay, slow reveal. I feel like I've done this wrong. I don't think I have. Okay, let's do one at a time. Oh, so exciting. Okay, so there you go. Look, can you see? There's a bigger gap there. Oh, wow. Loving it. So the red line thinner, and then you've got this. Okay, got a little bit of a boo-boo going on there. See what's happened on this side. Okay, remember, handmade, folks, handmade. I know I could have cut it down, but when I was trying to work it out, I had to kind of double up the post-it notes. So I've got a few streaks, but that's okay. What tape did I use? I've got some A5 post-it notes, and I was practicing with our masking paper, but for whatever reason, it's actually ripping the paper, which I don't think it should really do. Adhesive is obviously a bit strong. So, and I'm not sure if they would have been long enough for said project. So, yeah, I don't know if it would have been long enough anyway. Okay. It's gone a little bit smudged over, but that's all right. Not too bad, not too shabby. Oh yeah, baby. This is looking rather cool. Can't get off now. How fun. Ta-da! Oh, wow. I'll pat it on my clothes a few times before I try to use it. When I used it before, it wasn't a problem. So I don't know if it depends on what paper that you're using the masking on. Some washi tape works with this idea too, says Lisa. Thank you, Lisa. Yes, good idea. There we go. I really feel like it. Glenna, I was going to do dottage. Feels like it needs dottage. I've never noticed the different proportions in the white before. I was saying that. Yeah, I was saying that as I came on. So, there we go. I feel like it needs... Do you know what's nice is because it's like for the Jubilee, I wonder if I should put it on a bit of a purple, silver and purple background. Let's have a look what I've got. I thought I had... let's have a look. Right, I've got some cheapy silver foil rather than using my nice Stampin' Up stuff. Could pop it on a bit of silver. I don't know whether to put it on some purple as well. I could put 70, but I can reuse it then if I don't if I don't stick it down. So I'm just going to trim this down. Oh yes, royal purple, says Ellie. Because I might want to change this background to gold. So I'm just going to give it an eyeballing. Eyeball it, eyeball it. Now, if I'm clever, I could... No, I'm just going to do a bit more eyeballing. That's what we do around here. Oh, Janice, thank you. I looked up and I've got a special Jubilee Chazley super chat. Patriotic nails too, of course, my dear, of course. And my toenails, but I won't show you those. That's not all that's patriotic around here. I've got the, I nicked Seth's money tin and I even put my roses on my desk. And I had a tablecloth which I had to move. Right, so in order not to make this too permanent, but permanent enough, I'm going to use some Stampin' Seal. Pop that on there. I know, I normally would cut the silver card, but because it's cheapy stuff, I don't mind. And I want it to be a bit sturdy, so it's all good. Thank you, Ellie. Oh, yeah, so normally if you watch me, you'll know that I gut my card. I like to take the centre out so that it could be used for something else. But like I said, I've got a whole pack. I'm not too fiddly fussed. I could put number 70, but somebody's got my big numbers. But, you know, it's quite nice just to have something like that. Oh, Joanna, thank you so much. Thank you. Very kind. There, I'm going to have to find somewhere special to put it. So, I'll just give you a little close-up and I'll chat about what stamp sets we used. So 2 colours tonight, folks, 2 colours. Tonight's colours were sponsored by Real Red and Starry Sky. And the stamp sets we used were Honeybee Home, Stitchery, Artist Inked, Lovely, Framed Occasions, and that's all. So we didn't end up using all the ones I grabbed out my shelf, but those are the ones. But, you know, you don't have to have these. You can use whatever you've got in your stash. Thank you, Mum, says Ellie. Yeah, you just use what's in your stash. It was just a way of masking and filling and maybe try it with a different type of flag. Who knows? There we go. So one's going to return her crown on one's head. And I even, look, got a bit of Union Jack going on, got my flags up. And then just for a change, when I'm relaxing at home, then we have this dilly boppers here. Oh, take care, Monica. Nice to see you. Oh dear. Great. Thank you so much for joining. and hope you have a happy Jubilee. And yeah, just a little bit of fun for you tonight. Quick and easy, sort of. The masking took a little while. Would you like to see my outfit? I have a right royal blazer. Yeah. She's not my sister, says Ruth. She's not my sister. Oh, come on, darling. You know you love it. Are you going to go up next, Ruth? So, Artful Stamping, Ruth is my sister. Are you going live, Ruth? You're loving the dealy boppers. Thank you. Oh, wow, you really go all out, says Ellie. Of course, darling. No, because Ruth did a 2-hour marathon earlier. Is there anything else you'd like me to say? Right, I've got to do my giveaway, haven't I? Let me go see if I can find it. So, here it is, here it is. Last week, if you were on my channel, you would have seen me stamping this. And I said that if I reach my 5,000 subscribers, I will give this wreath, paper wreath, away. So this was done with a viewer's choice. And, sorry, I got distracted by comments. So whatever colours viewers chose, I tried to use. And I even tried to take inspiration from what stamp sets they wanted to use, and very kind of creatively led by the viewers. So I'm up for giving this away, so I'm going to do this on a separate video. Okay, so one must relinquish one's chance to now chat as the queen, as I now go over to now do my 5,000 subscriber giveaway. So please do join me in a minute as I do that and explain the rules to you. Thank you. Take care. Thanks everybody for the 25 thumbs up. Come on. There's 41 people watching here. Look, I've gone all out. Flags and everything. Sort it out. Right, I'm going to go and do the 5,000 giveaway and quickly decide what I'm going to do and how I'm going to do it. And I'll see you there in a moment. Take care. For now. Why not?